There are only two types of people in this world, those who love Jamaica and those who've never been. The stunning blue waters and the warm breezes of the Caribbean are a huge draw any time of the year. But I'll have to admit, in the spring of 2022, I'd had enough and I had to get out. In April of that year, I spent a week in Jamaica at Montego Bay's Iberostar Rose Hall. This video is a review of that week. It's actually one hotel with 3 parts of it, but who'd have thunk it? Iberostar considers this hotel 3 hotels. From left to right, there's the adult side, which is the Grand. In the middle, there's the suites where I stayed, and then there's the beaches on the right. Keeping it simple, the differences are basically the price, the size of the room, the quality of the booze, and the beach. Well, the beach is the same sand, same water, same sunrises, and same sunsets. And let's talk about the room. I stayed in a beautiful suite, and I love the room's spaciousness and the setup. It had plenty of room, a couple of seating options, and the bathroom was big and great. One thing I did really enjoy with the suite was the view. Beautiful sunrises and sunsets. The perfect spot to have a glass of wine while I was waiting for my significant other for dinner. I must say that every single person I met, good morning, good afternoon, and they were always pleasant and had always something nice to say. Iberostar's Rose Hall is a lovely looking resort overall, and it's fairly compact. It's oriented around the pool areas. All the pools are together as opposed to scattered around. The inside public areas are decorated beautifully with a kind of opulent, almost European feel. There are several bars and sitting areas in the lobby. Then there's large curving staircases that leads down to the ground floor and pool area. The 3 resorts connect to each other through indoor passageways. You can also get there through the beaches on the outside. If you're staying in the Grand, you're allowed going to the suites and you're allowed going to the beaches. If you're in the suites, you're allowed going to the beaches. If the beaches, you're stuck there. Some people staying at the beaches once decided to go to the Grand, and they've never been found since. We met a lot of people from the Grand side coming down to the suites. They were saying that it's a little old and stuffy in the Grand. There's more action in the suites. Go figure. The pool areas are so pretty. I love the way they're designed with the trees and the walkways. There's a lot of seating outdoors. There's a lot of lounge chairs and even some cabanas. When I was there, I never had a problem finding a chair, which is something that can ruin a vacation. Mornings around the pool are very quiet until it hits 11 o'clock. At that point, someone comes out and will try and pull you out of your chair and go into some pool aerobics. Now, I went into the pool aerobics. I thought it was a lot of fun until I got sunburned. The pool has a swim-up bar where the music and games are centered. You can stay a little further away if you want to read. It's also an infinity pool. The views are absolutely stunning. If we talk about the food, drinks, and restaurants, there are several a la carte food options available. Japanese restaurant, South American restaurant, steakhouse restaurant, there's Caribbean restaurant, Italian. I found all the restaurants are really good. Service was excellent. As a matter of fact, some of those restaurants, if they're near where I lived, I'd probably go into them. The breakfast, lunch, and dinner buffets I thought was really good. I enjoyed every meal, and the variety was super. It's not like I had to eat the same thing every day like at some other resorts. The coffee shop is always open, but sometimes the lines could get a little long. Spending time at the beach is obviously a huge resort for many people who come here. They love looking at the ocean, hearing the waves and much, and playing. It was a lot of fun. The beach at Iberostar is very nice, well kept, and has a decent number of lounge chairs. The color of the water is absolutely fantastic. I've never seen anything like it. And I've visited many islands in the Caribbean. I saw lots of weed, but I didn't see any seaweed. One thing is, when you're on the beach, there's a lot of gals and guys going to come up and ask you to buy some things. Different things like this. You know, we all need an extra pencil case. These guys are just trying to make a living. They're not really there to hassle you. If you say no thank you, they're going to say, oh, no problem. They'll probably say, Irie man, and walk away. Yeah, so don't say not now or come back later, because they will. A friend of mine told me that the best time to buy is at the end of the day. It's stronger and less expensive, but I wouldn't know anything about that. If you're enjoying this video, please consider liking it and subscribing to get more videos. The sunrises and sunsets were very pretty. So the bottom line, in the afternoon and at night, it's a little louder. When we stayed there, everything stopped at 10. I love the food. So the bottom line is, would I stay here again? It's a definite yes for me. For couples and families, not necessarily a singles crowd, because you're kind of out of the main. We had a fantastic time. So hopefully this detailed review was helpful. I have 2 other videos, one on how I broke into filmmaking, and the other on how you can actually find a success formula for yourself.